Now, YouTube is home to a lot of weird stuff. I'm not against it. I mean, we need the weird stuff. Okay, I don't exactly remember how hard this game was. It's been like 2, maybe 3 days since I last played it. But it's okay. I'm not stressing out too much about it. Should be able to handle what comes my way. All I gotta do is just be clever. Happy Sunday. Um, let's see. It's I've got about 3 more days until I get paid. All right, and then after I get paid, I'ma get really, really far ahead with all my schoolwork, and then I'm gonna go on vacation, and I'm excited for it. I really am. I've got the what was it? I got a little bit of a hiccup though on my planning for my vacation, right? And it's I looked at the prices for the hotels, right? And I'm not paying more than $100 a night. I don't care where I have to go.
Wonder if Sindri knows his sky mover is tangled with roots up here.
I am not
doubt it.
So how's he
paying.
gonna get it to work?
I do not care.
Oh jeez, Kratos. But yeah, there's a regular out here somewhere. I am not paying more than $100 a night in a hotel. You know what I mean? Not to disregard the hotel staff. Of course. I'm certain that whatever hotel I go to, it'll be nice. You know what I mean? But I at least want Wi-Fi so I can play my game and all that. Watch a few movies, read a few books. Really, really nice stuff, you know what I mean? So,
Is that smoke?
yeah, I'll figure out a way to, to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just the asking price. I don't know, maybe I can get a discount or something. Let me see if I can, because I want the splash stuff. What is this one? No. Alright, I need some more runic, so I need like 10 more. I could probably... Yeah. Yeah. Easy, I got it. I can't finish up. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Now we can continue.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh, what is that?
We must find another way up.
The witch! Wish she was here. Bet she could get us past this.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes. Or maybe I just like you.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
Thank you for the random scap slag. Thank you. I'll take all that I can get. And I'm gonna turn that
Going to
XP
another
into
realm?
money.
Are you coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while.
How much XP do I have? Not enough. I have 61,000. I get like what? 10,000 hack silver for every 10,000 XP. Maybe it's 100,000 XP for 10,000 hack silver. Either way, I'm good with it. More XP I get, the more money I have, and that's okay. Well, I mean, I didn't realize that you can convert XP into cash, which is nice. I just wish that equated better in real life.
We'll use this. Graythaw.
Graypa!
Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
The dwarf at the foot of these hills.
He was fixing it when we got here.
No one was
said
there when
I
I
am
passed
the
by.
one.
Perhaps he finished.
But the
Dwarves are awfully
kid is-
resourceful.
And irritating, based on the two we have met.
That too.
I break pots. They have money in them.
Just give that a turn. There. See?
That thing really doesn't fall anymore. Huh. Yo, that's
Tyr's
awesome.
temple is at the center of the lake. It is from there we travel to Alfheim. Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked, and their battle could be felt across all the realms. Ultimately, it ended in a stalemate, and Thor returned to Odin empty-handed. The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since, destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
I want to say that Marvel downplayed Ragnarok a whole lot. You know what I mean? The fall of, I forgot the name of it. Midgard? No, that's where I am right now. Alfheim? No, that's the Elf Kingdom. Who? What the fuck? I did not press down. He scared me when he did that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's that toxic stuff? That's that Karen juice right there. I have to go around it.
We actually talked to the world serpent.
You did?
An exaggeration.
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before. Well, when he talks, I can't understand any of it.
Sadly, no one can. He speaks a dead tongue.
Oh. Must be lonely.
There it is. I'm gonna join you guys in a second. More scap slag, hell yeah. I'm just gonna leave that there. Yeah, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me.
Watch your step. Just along here.
Let's see how far I can get without the
Came
axe.
through here before and there's no way back across. See?
Is that so? Let me show you something. Are you watching?
Valhalla?
Liosta.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture. My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one.
You'll get one.
Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just that they're always at war with the Aesir. As compared to Odin and Thor, they're the good guys.
There are no good gods, boy. Thought I taught you that.
Jesus, look at that. Look at the kid's face. I'm sorry. It caught me off guard. Lighting can really mess someone up.
Tyr's temple. Built with help from the giants, Great Tyr used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
Doesn't seem very peaceful. Everywhere we go, we're attacked. Especially by dead things.
The risen dead grow ever more numerous. Once the roads and trails would have been full of people. Now all have hid or fled, save for the Reavers, savage enough to survive in such a world. Make a right at the bottom of these stairs.
These stairs? These? Oh no, this one.
Hey, another one of those light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light. Leosta.
Leosa!
What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle. Good. Now push it back into place. Now realign the wheel onto the track. Perfect. Now push the bridge along the track.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning. How is the whole entire bridge turning? Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position. Tired yet?
No.
He's always been really strong. So about the dead. We heard someone call them Hellwalkers. But what are they?
They are poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
By what? Could Vanir magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces. That is all I know for sure. That's perfect. Come back up. We're ready now.
Do you think that Kratos may have messed with the world a bit because he came here? Know what I mean? Because at the end of the game, it's been prophesied that Kratos comes here. You know what I mean? Marries Freya, has Atreus or Loki.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
You didn't hurt your back, did you?
I did not hurt my back.
Alright. So it might have been Kratos that threw this world out of balance.
Through these doors.
By just showing up.
Wait, so did the Giants or the Elves build Tyr's temple?
All the races helped with its construction. It was the last great act of cooperation between the realms before peace disappeared for good.
Do you think it'd be a good time to call back my axe? Why not? Let's see what happens. Oh, it came back pretty quickly. Fire!
Leosta.
Your bowstring stopped glowing.
Its power is now depleted. Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the Light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
You talk like you're not coming with us.
I'll try, but measures were taken to keep me trapped in Midgard.
Why?
The gods don't care for me much.
I hear a raven. Either there's a raven or it's the inside of the temple. Yeah, it's coming from the inside of the temple. Man, these headphones are nice.
Is this it? It's so dark.
This temple has been asleep, underwater for almost 150 winters. It needs only the light of the Bifrost to reawaken.
So the World Serpent shows up, floods this place. The World Serpent shows up from the future. He's a time-traveling giant snake in the water.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree, and make travel between the realms possible. Approach the table.
How does it work?
You will need this, a Bifrost, to create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
What now?
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room alone, that you will be able to cross between realms. What you see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it. The tree nourishes our soils. The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
The travel rune will never work. That's funny.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes. The wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Jotunheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin. Every realm has a travel rune that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
Let me look at the other realms. Please, game? Whatever.
We're
That's
ready.
fine.
Remember to take the Bifrost. You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open.
It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. When the beam shoots, I like to throw the axe into it.
See that giant crystal?
Oh.
Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost,
Go!
opening the bridge to that realm. That's why realm travel is only possible from this room.
What about that one realm tower missing from the lake?
The Jotunheim Tower disappeared from all realms over 100 winters ago, when the giants vanished from Midgard. Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
And this is so goddamn cool. Oh, man.
It didn't work. We're still here.
Follow me.
The Bifrost is dark.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And we'll be able to make that black breath go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
You think the dwarves are hiding from Frigg? I mean, Freya? I mean, I'm right. Her name is Frigg.
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen. Think you can spot the light? I can barely see it. Something's wrong. See that column of light on the horizon? It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there. No. No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get caught.
No! She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely. Come.
Look at this place.
Stay by me. Touch nothing.
You know what game I really want to go back to? I want to give Life is Strange one last shot.
Okay. What is that?
That's probably going to be the last game I play before I boot up a PlayStation 5. Like, really, that's going to be it. Before I even think about, you know, if I get a PS5 like soon, maybe this year or the beginning of the next, I'm going to play Life is Strange one last time.
I think you killed it.
Thank you.
Whoa, what's that about?
Oh no, that was
Not
just
our
cruel.
concern, boy. Focus.
So, seeing as how Kratos is a god of war, you kind of have to look at it and wonder whether or not he enjoys seeing it. Because one of Odin's many nicknames is Glad of War,
Boy,
or Glad of War. Oh,
what does it say?
Odin himself is a
Something
war
about
god.
an eternal war for the light. I don't get it. If both sides need it, why not just share it?
Greed. You will find it a common cause for war.
You know what I mean? And to hear Kratos' insight on war, especially seeing as to how, I don't want to say he had dominion over it, but sacrifices to him was done through war, through conflict, through fight. Alright? People sacrifice to Odin through the act of war. And Kratos kind of looks at war as a, well, like this.
They keep murdering the Light Elves.
It is war. The end of one. The robed one's lost.
He's indifferent to it. Maybe this is just him trying to be, you know, trying to be a changed person, living as a mortal, you know, like that. But in the end, I don't want to say I'm not convinced, but especially back then, the only real reason as to why he was doing the war stuff, especially like during the older games, he did it because like he just wanted revenge on the gods. It wasn't anything in particular. I mean, he did it because he had to, for the sake of revenge.
I'm ready.
Get him.
What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
More will come.
Ugh. Where's this stuff even come from?
Reading the comic, the little graphic novel that released either before or alongside this game, it showed Kratos, you know, a changed man now, really trying to show restraint when it comes to fighting. I remember some
No.
Okay.
some pretty messed up looking wolves attacked him and Atreus,
Another
and
cipher. I'll see what I can fit together.
what was it? He kind of got mad and upset because he had to show
least we're getting
Atreus
closer
just
to
how savage he can be in a brawl. You know what I mean? In the end, you know what I mean? The wolves are dead. I mean, Kratos killed him, but he was upset about it. He didn't want to have to show that side of himself, especially to his son. So, in the end, I guess it is what it is. Kratos now probably doesn't like conflict, and he probably never did. I mean, he was a Spartan. He kind of lives for conflict, so it's just kind of odd seeing a Spartan become a god of war and then do this. It's interesting to me, one, and seeing the dynamic between either Kratos and Odin, which is someone we haven't met yet, but we get a real deep characterization of him, is interesting to me. And it's a really nice way to tell a story, I guess.
How are you here before us, dwarf? We were told our path was the only one between realms.
Well, it may be the only way for you to travel, but we dwarves are full of surprises.
That is not an answer.
Ah, hang on to that sense of wonder. There's so little mystery once you've amassed the wealth of arcane knowledge that I have. Where to comb the realms for exotic resources. How to craft them into creations that defy imagination. To the novice, I'm sure it all seems like magic, but...
it's magic.
Oh, all right. It's magic. Are you happy now?
Yes. Alright, so I can make this and that. I do not remember getting a Traveler's Armor Shard, but that's okay. Let's see. I want this. Mainly because it's stronger than these two. But you know what? Maybe I should wait a little bit longer, you know what I mean? Gather some more parts. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I'm gonna gather some more parts and yeah. Cause this is, I don't know, this is not the strongest armor in the game. I can tell by just at what point I'm allowed to craft it. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna save up my parts, and yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Talisman, I can upgrade the current one I have, right? Yeah, I can. So let's see. This gives me a strength plus 20, and you gain a rage burst. That's real, okay. And this one, it refreshes all runic attack cooldowns. Okay, cool. But it takes up a lot of scrap slag, so...
Oh.
I don't know.
Nothing.
No, shut up. I pressed circle too much.
Okay.
Nigga, don't cry. Alright, so let's see. Talisman. I want to upgrade this. I do, because I get two... I get two more... I get another thing for another enchantment socket. So I'm gonna do this. Because it's health, why not? Can I do it again? No. Okay, I need more hack silver. That's fine. Alright, so...
Don't let the Draugr get you.
I'm gonna just upgrade. Or at least I'm gonna install another socket here. I could probably... Alright. Let's take a look at our skills, because the additional bonuses for these things are really nice. So, plus it gives you a nice little thing that you didn't expect, a little burst of power. Makes you really feel like a god. I'm Batman. Alright, let's see. You need vitality. Increases resistance to interruption during this attack. I don't really need it, but it'd be nice to have. Alright, got that. I got that. And I got that. Alright, so I can do whatever the hell I want, which is nice. Alright, let's take a look at what I can be stronger at. If I equip this, I'll get the other part of the secondary the additional bonus of the thing that I didn't have before. So, I want strength. Let's take a look at this. Defender's cooldown, Fire Mastery, Slayer's cooldown, Duelist Protective Barrier. This is nice, but I don't really need it that much. Slayer's cooldown. I'll take this. Level 9, baby! Woo! Okay. As long as I stay ahead of the of the
Look,
Draugr,
there's a boat tangled up over there.
I should be fine. You know what I mean? Because the moment I feel like they have numbers higher than me, is the moment that this game becomes nothing more but just me dying over and over again. Last thing I want to do is look like the Kingdom Hearts video.
I said nothing.
Really?
Where I fought Zexion for the first time. Data Zexion. My god, 7 hours worth of fighting the same guy over and over again. Eventually I beat him, but I really should have just like left, got stronger, then came back.
Realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated.
A drink from dew of the world tree brings lasting effects. Cooldown permanently increased by 2. So I don't have to equip that, do I? It just gave it to me. Because I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. I have Eternal Frost. I think it's funny how I'm never going to need to use it because my axe and the blades are like fully equipped. I mean, fully upgraded. So unless you're gonna tease me, game, don't do it.
Huh?
Follow through.
I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices. You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
How old is Atreus? Let's see. It looks to be about 10 years old. Now, evil, at least the concept of evil to me, was like cartoon villains. Alright? And Atreus kind of grew up around...
You tried talking to them?
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
I don't know. Atreus grew up on stories of the Norse gods, so he might have a really vague and interpretive understanding of what evil is. Not like that. Like, as an adult, as of right now, I think Odin might be a really evil god. You know what I mean?
Look at that. That must be the Ring Temple.
But as things are right now, Atreus probably doesn't think that of Odin.
They have sand bowls in Alfheim too.
Like, throughout this course of the game, Atreus is going to come to realize that Odin is a pretty bad guy. But right now, he probably doesn't even think about it.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. But I don't see any runes around here.
We must find it. Back to the boat.
So I guess 10 years old. If he says some voices are evil, it must be some really messed up stuff he just heard. I'm talking like the trailer for Hellblade. Of the dude sounding like this. Something like that.
It's sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war, don't you?
Wars are fought for two things, survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
The blue door! That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go!
See, what Kratos says is also pretty interesting.
Careful,
because he's
boy.
not necessarily concerned.
The bridge is gone. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
So yeah, there was probably a time where Kratos liked war. But right now, I don't know, man. It's either I'm not seeing it or some things are just different. You may blind me, but I can still see you. Oops. That was fun. Oh. I threw the axe by mistake. I was trying to do, friggin' R2, but I guess I held L2 accidentally.
Okay, so that did something, I think.
But yeah, I guess when it comes to war, Kratos is more focused on the whole battle part of it all. Me, I look at war from the country's, you know what I mean, from the political side, which is probably not good, all things considered, but yeah. With Kratos, he probably sees war as, you know, men fight. That's what men do, they fight. They always fight. Ain't nothing much to do about it. And wars are won by the better soldiers and those that are willing to, you know, sacrifice whatever it is for victory. I mean, and he might be right. He might be right. However, I guess now versus how things were back then, we go to war now for stupid reasons. For the age in which Kratos kind of lives in,
we do not belong here.
When people are disrespected by a governing force, whether it be a king, a president, a diplomatic entity within their nation, they would kill them. They would most definitely kill them. The soldiers would kill them, the people would kill them, and there would be no problem. You know what I mean? But now, since we live in this world where people are like, well, if you just trust the dictator, he's not going to do anything bad by you. You know what I mean? Politics, and at least the...
Combined together like that, they kind of look like a room. It doesn't make sense.
Come, back to the sand bowl.
I'm gonna finish my thought. The governing force now has evolved throughout the years to pick and choose a vast amount of favorites within a country or community, and so on. So let's take a look at America. Trump was able to play favorites, and he played favorites with influential people.
Sindri said Mother was a warrior. Was she in a war too?
Of a sort. Her family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on, to brave an unforgiving world alone. Enough.
Father, the pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
Draw it. Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Ruger. What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father?
Yes.
The voices I heard, it was hard to make out, but way in the back I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Captain.
Behind me, boy.
That can't be good.
He didn't see that coming. Oh, you. He most certainly didn't see that coming. Later. Ravens. Yo, you want some attention? I'll give you some attention. Why not? Bye-bye! But yeah, it's... in American politics, Trump was able to play favorites with a great deal of people who aren't really in charge of the economy, but has a sort of influence over a great number of people within the state.
Stay away from those cages.
I wonder why they're locked up.
The Republican Party. A lot of us see them as a bunch of corrupt individuals, and you're right, they are. You know what I mean? The Democratic Party is just a bunch of... they're a bunch of morons. It is what it is, they're morons, you know what I mean? That's not to say that they aren't important. All things considered, we probably need the Democratic Party a lot more than, you know, than most. But the problem is that we don't need morons, we need... like normal fucking people, which is why I kind of have hope for Biden. I don't like him. I don't like him all that much, but he's a decent guy. But Trump being able to influence a great deal of people throughout this country, whether they be Republican or fools that went from Democratic to Republican, for that nice little corrupt check and that tax cut, he was able to push a narrative that which supported the idea of, oh, this guy's got us covered. He does not. He might have...
What?
He might have certain men covered, certain women, certain organizations covered. Doesn't have the common man covered, and he never will. It's at this point where he's convinced people that he's giving them breaks as opposed to something else. I was on Reddit. I mean, I always try to remain civil. Asked this dude, well, has Trump given you a tax cut? He's like, yes, Trump has given me plenty tax cuts, and that's why I support him as president. And then it comes down to a question of whether or not you give a fuck about anybody else. You know what I mean? Because good job, Trump gave you a tax cut. What about me? I ain't get no tax cut. I got a tax refund check. But that's because I overpaid on my taxes. Tax refund check. There's a word for that, and I kind of have to find it. But that's essentially what it was. Pay too much on your taxes, you get whatever it is you don't pay back. Yeah, you get whatever difference you overpaid with back. Alright? Got about $700, and that's like making money every other month. Every month, per se. In the National Guard, I made I'm not gonna state exactly what I made because one, I don't really know. Second, just no. But in the end, National Guard pays well, and I was able to take care of myself in college doing the National Guard and ROTC alone. One weekend out of the month, and then school. Right? Trump says, "Oh yeah, I gave the troops a great big pay raise." That's not true, Mr. President. But you know what? Maybe he did give the troops a big old pay raise. You know what I mean? What I do know is that Obama got us a real pay raise. And maybe Obama wrote like a really big letter about how he appreciates the troops, how he feels about the great things in the country, and this, that, and the third. I remember this because I got a letter in the freaking on my military email from Department of Justice, looking like it was handwritten by Trump himself, talking about, oh yeah, I care about you, this, that, and the third. It just seems really shallow to me. Really shallow. So I destroyed a seal over there by just doing a little thing. Let me try this. It worked! Okay, where's the third one? That's a real question. Wait. If I let go of this.
Side hallway will get us to the temple?
Yeah.
We will find out.
Let me try something real quick. I just want to look. There's another seal here somewhere. There it is. I found you. So that's my problem with Trump.
Tricky. Very tricky.
Do I think he's an unfit president? Yes. Is he a good con man? Definitely. He's a really, really nice con man. You know what I mean? But you could only be a con man for so long before you have to start taking responsibility for the things that you say and do. Alright? You can't really afford to be a con man while president of the United States. No. Excuse me. You can't afford to be a con man, because one, other countries are going to get tired of you, and the people are also going to get tired of you. Like, all things considered, I feel like Trump has gotten a whole lot of heat. You know what I mean? I've seen, like, news articles of people trying to send him, like, poisoned envelopes, where if he opened up the envelope would, like, dispel some gas, and that would poison the guy. I've seen, like, plans of people planning on bombing Trump buildings and all like that, and this was all on Google. And I'm sitting there like, man, people really hate this guy, and I understand why. I hate this dude too. Am I gonna kill him over it? I mean, if I wasn't Christian, if I wasn't a godly guy,
You were wrong back there.
I probably would.
I know Mother's voice better than anyone. It was her.
She is gone, boy. Speak no more of this.
Fine.
Like, I'm sorry for getting political, but still. He's a great business guy. He's just a genuine sack of shit. Genuine. And I mean that in all seriousness. Take a look at this dude's history, man. You really trust this dude? I mean, yeah, sure, people can change. People change all the time. This dude is old. And he hasn't changed a bit. I don't think there's much saving this dude anymore. And yeah, sure, I believe in retribution. I believe in redemption. Just take a look at Kratos, for Christ's sake. Dude went from, you know, what he was beforehand to this. Get off that set! The game's not letting me press L2. Oh, he's done.
Hold on, boy! Fight! Run, boy!
Oh, I missed! No, he was trying to upgrade his points again. I know I wasn't crazy. They did do that mess.
Thanks.
I've never been able to open up this chest. There's gotta be a trick to it. How do I open this chest, dude? There's gotta be something else here. What do I... There's gotta be a trick to this.
No way across here.
You're right.
Too bad the witch's bowstring doesn't work anymore.
How do I open up this goddamn chest? Huh. Okay, yeah, I believe in retribution. I believe in redemption and all like that, but like redemption shouldn't take you a lifetime to achieve. Know what I mean? All you have to really do is just stop doing. See, it does fall! I'm not crazy! Look! The axe does fall! It didn't fall there, but it fell after it hit the thing over there. I got that on live stream! I am not insane! Thank you for the scap slag. Jeez, dude. And I guess the Bible does speak of, you know, don't pray, don't curse your enemy, don't pray for him to die, or some stuff like that, but it's really difficult to. And I can't stand these evangelicals, whatever the hell they call themselves, over there trying to state that God appointed Trump as president.
You sure the witch is okay? I'd hate to think she died helping us.
She knew what she was doing.
Okay.
Like, look, man, if God appointed Trump, then it means that he just wanted to test the rest of us. You know what I mean? The good man, the bad man, to see whether or not we trip up. So I guess the question is now, well, can we be better?
If we cut enough away, the bridge above us should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
And you're right. You know what I mean? God really does want us to do better on our own. That's probably why he puts us in all these horrible situations. I could use some help. I would love some help. And that's probably what he wants to give. But hard part is that we have to pray for it. I don't like praying. Rather, I don't like asking for things in prayer. When I usually pray, I usually just give thanks to what I do have. I don't like asking for stuff. It feels disingenuous, and it just kind of feels like I'm trying to take advantage of that which God has given. It makes me seem some big 3-syllable word that I can't think about. Ungrateful. And that I'm just asking for stuff. That's not what I want to be. Does that mean I pray for other people? Yeah, of course. I pray for others. That looked like it hurt. Oh, hello.
How do you kill something made of rock?
You'll find its weak point.
Move. Shit.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh, time slowed down real quick. Okay, cool. Thank you, Talisman. Do it. I can take it. I can take it. I still got health.
There's only 2 left.
Right. Utaru! I'll take care of this. I hit him. I hit someone. Finish it off.
Can't believe we got through that.
Is that Ancient's Heart?
Well, there it is.
Watch our backs, boy.
Woo! But I believe I have a little bit of hope left in the human race. I do. It may not be as big as it was when I was a kid, but seeing as to how normal people react on social media to crazy shit, especially what the president says, I still have some hope.
That did it. We brought the main bridge back.
We must find a way up.
Also, seeing as to how, and yes, I am going to talk about Breonna Taylor because it pisses me off a little bit too. All right, see. This is also as to why I still have a little bit of hope in the human race. All right, look. If people looked at how the cops that are responsible for the deaths of Breonna Taylor and the brutalization and the scarring of her boyfriend, I look at how people react to that, and I go, that is an accurate response as to how you should react to that. There's absolutely no reason as to why those cops should be... Let me be civil about this. Let me be calm, alright?
Guess the light makes more than...
Let me take another look at the story one last time, because there's a lot of misinformation being spread by a great deal of morons out on the street. So, Breonna Taylor. Okay, so the shooting of Breonna Taylor. All right, 26-year-old black woman located in Louisville, Kentucky. Right. So, officers Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hackinson, and Miles Cosgrove on March 13th of 2020, these cops entered her apartment in Louisville, Kentucky, executing a search warrant. That was a no-knock warrant. The officers knocked before forcing entry. The how or if the officers announced their identity before forcing entry is in dispute. They didn't. Because honestly, if they did, her boyfriend wouldn't have gotten up and got his gun. Alright, look, let me finish reading this, alright? Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, thought they were intruders and fired a gun at them, hitting Mattingly in his leg. The officers returned fire, shooting 32 times. Walker wasn't wounded, but Taylor was hit by 6 bullets in a hallway inside her apartment and died. So let's think about this, alright? These cops were executing a search warrant, alright? It was a no-knock warrant, because I don't know why A search warrant for what is a really good question. What were they doing in that apartment? I remember when I saw the story back in, what was it, April? It was all over Reddit, and this was at the height of Black Lives Matter. I looked at it, and they were saying that the cops were in the wrong building and went into the wrong apartment, and they were not wearing their uniforms, which is even more disturbing if you think about it. These cops just burst into the room, and Mr. Walker had a pretty normal response to it. People just burst into your apartment room. Of course you're going to get your gun. That's not something you don't do. They didn't announce their presence, because if they did, if they went on the door all like, LMPD, he probably would have went to the door easily. He probably would have said, okay, all right, let's go open up these doors. It's not like he's guilty of anything. He went for his gun because he thought he was going to get killed. He thought he was being robbed. All right, it's Kentucky. So yeah, these cops evidently did something really wrong. That was not a search. That was a raid. All right? And I've conducted raids. We don't announce our presence during raids, especially in training and out in the field. You go up there, you see the enemy, you displace the troops, and then you conduct the raid. You start shooting, bow, 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 bow. Tell support to stop shooting. Send in first squad to go assault through. Assault through, not announce your presence. You just go in. That's what you do. That was not...
I will never get used to walking on solid light.
That was not a search. That was a, hey, I'm going to come in and I'm going to arrest everyone in this apartment.
We have a problem.
I don't... Okay. Look, man.
These doors do not open.
Hello? I don't get it.
There
I even have a
needs
doorbell.
to be
Come, we will
punishment
find another way in.
for this type of mess. There needs to be punishment for this, because this is just unacceptable at this point, man. You can't tell me that these cops... It's not just Hackinson, all right? Because Hackinson was fired from the police department June 23rd, all right? For blindly firing through the covered patio door. Which means he shot through the door, which is weird, right? He shot through the door in the window of Breonna Taylor's apartment. All right. Look, it shouldn't have just been Hackinson that got fired. It should have been every cop involved. Every cop. All right. Because there comes a point where you have to take responsibility for your brothers. Yes, you are your brother's keeper. You are. That's just... To ask that question just means that you want to shift the blame. As a soldier, I'm responsible for what my other soldiers do, especially as an officer. If one of my soldiers goes out into the middle of the street, let's say we're out on patrol, right? And we're just walking, right? Let's just assign a random name. Johnson. Johnson decides to just shoot, right? I look at Johnson. Johnson, what do you see? He says, I see a bunch of people walking around the street there. And I see them like it's a woman and her child wearing normal clothes, right? I go, Johnson, stop shooting at the lady. What is wrong with you, dude? I'd stop him, all right? I would most definitely stop him because he's shooting at a bunch of civilians. They're not carrying any weapons. That's a 6-year-old and a mom right there, dude. What are you doing? They're just trying to go home. Stop shooting at them. Now, if I get back to battalion, to brigade, and they go, Second Lieutenant James, you are hereby dishonorably discharged from the military for stopping your soldier, Sergeant Johnson, from firing upon what he assumed to be assailants. I'm going to go, sir, Captain, General, Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel, if you were out in the field with me, you would have seen that they were both civilians and they did not pose a threat to us. All right? Now, the argument could have been made that they could have been spotters. You know what I mean? Sent out to walk along the field looking inconspicuous, looking like civilians in order to go and report hire to a terrorist cell, our location. Does that give us the go-ahead to shoot him? No, it doesn't. It does not give us the go-ahead to shoot him. In the end, it's still a mom and a 6-year-old kid. So how come we can't hold cops to that same standard? Because trust me, in the real world, if I just let that happen, if I let Johnson shoot those other people over there, I was just walking along the street, doesn't matter what they were doing. If I let him kill them, if I let him massacre those poor people just walking along, I would be in trouble. I would be in so much trouble that they wouldn't even bother dishonorably discharging me. I'd be sent to Fort Leavenworth for the rest of my life. And that would be the end of it. UCMJ would come down on me harder than anyone out there. The only way I would escape is if Trump gave me a pardon. And that's exactly how I'd other dude escape. After beating down on that kid's chop. Let me chill out. Because it's not fair. The bad guys always get, a good way out. They always get it. They always do. We see it in movies. We see it in video games. We see it in real life. Only difference is in real life, this would make for a terrible movie. Oh, man. This would really make for a bad movie. But it is what it is. This is the world that we live in. We live in a poorly written world where people do things for bad reason and they don't even try to hide it. I am certain that there is a spreadsheet of everything every other human being in the police force has done that was either immoral or wrong. There's a spreadsheet of it. And I can look it up and I can find it in 20 minutes. It's stuff like that where back then you'd have to actually pay attention to the news and go look in history books in order to find an accurate representation of history and so on. You can look in a book and you can find Martin Luther King's life documented from when he was born to where he is now, alright? And that would take you 5 or 6 hours in a library. The right library, because now you gotta find a specific book. Alright? You gotta go into the nonfiction. You gotta go into, what's next? You gotta go into history. Then you gotta find civil rights cases. You'd have to become a lawyer. Reading up on law to figure out what some of the words meant in one book.
Again.
Sindri?
So look, man, I can do this in 20 minutes.
This way.
20 minutes! And I can figure all of this out. Alright? The fact that this happened a few months ago...
Her name's Groa. Looks like she had visions.
Really?
Did Odin kill her for her book?
The fact that this happened a few months ago means that if someone wanted to write a piece about it, it would only exist through articles. And you would only see a real book about this situation if it was an autobiography written by her family members or her boyfriend's experience through the thing. Alright? It would only really show up in a dedicated book after a few years from now.
Did you really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls.
Damn.
Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman.
Really?
She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin sem Gengur, Egen Vigum Hans.
Gengur I.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Sindri.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
Alright. Convert 10,000 to 10,000 hack silver to 10,000 XP to 10,000 hack silver. That's cool. Man, let me calm down. There's a good reason as to why people do the things they do. For some people, it's about money. For others, I guess for me, it's about honor. I do my best to hide it, but I am a really, really proud guy. I'm arrogant. I'm a whole lot of things. You know what I mean? And I admit it, I am.
Well, if you don't need it, don't buy it. I always say.
And my problem kind of just stems from the fact that I did play a lot of video games, and I let it influence the way in which I see justice. If the maybe it's because of the way I see it. You know what I mean? If you attack me, I'm gonna fight back, or at least I'm gonna try to respond in a way that, you know, does the most good. Makes it so that we can both leave out of here better people,
We're inside.
unhurt.
Of course.
That's my deal.
You know clothes are attached to it. Almost.
So it falls if I press R2. Get in there. Get in there. Got them both. But they both came back. That hurt. Okay. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. I gotta stop messing with that. I got it.
Here, take this.
Thank you, Atreus.
Did I do okay?
Show me more focus.
And throw me a bit more health stones next time. Other than that, you did pretty good. And now we kind of get to the thick and thin of it. Why were the cops let go? Why? I think one person got indicted into prison, and that was probably Hackison. But why were they let go? Now, let's be honest here. Am I gonna be like everybody else and say that we should get rid of the no-knock warrants? No, I'm not, because there are bad people out there. It's people ruin things that we need. Pedophiles ruin fucking porn on Tumblr. Alright? And that's just the thing that happens. But we cannot... At least I don't think that we should get rid of no-knock warrants. At least not yet. I'm using it. Because there are some, like, really, really bad people that exist in this world.
Now that's impressive.
And we kind of need them. Now, does that mean that we should defund the police? No.
Read it.
If anything, they need a bit more funding so that they can afford better training.
Keep safe the light. Didn't do a very good job, did they?
And with the amount of money that Republicans kind of flood police departments with, because Democrats certainly don't bring, Democrats certainly don't bring any money to them. Not like that. There's a movie called, what was it, Jack Reacher. And I remember the main character saying a thing about cops. He said, 3 things that cops never do is that they don't drive Cadillacs, they don't vote Democrat, and they do not drive for personal vehicles. And out of all things, I want to say this is true. Alright? It makes sense as to why cops don't vote Democratic, because Democrats don't funnel money through the police division. You know what I mean? They don't give federal aid to police departments. They typically don't. Case in point with Obama. He put a whole lot of restrictions on cops and how they should operate and so on. The whole body cam thing became a really big deal in the Obama administration, right? He was a Democratic president, right? He put a whole lot more responsibility on cops so that they can't say that something happened that clearly did, all right? And if that's something that you want to say that he did for black people, then I'll let you have that, all right? Sure, he helped out the black community that way, sure, right? They don't drive Cadillacs. I don't know about this one. I've seen a Cadillac. I don't know about cops driving it. Know what I mean? But looking at a Cadillac right now, no, not you, Siri. You know what? I can see it. I can see why a cop wouldn't drive a Cadillac. It's too big. Either that or it looks like it handles real heavy or pretty light. I don't know. I've never driven one. I don't know the reasoning behind Jack Reacher. Sorry. His name is Jack Reacher. Yeah. I don't know the reason behind Jack Reacher's reasoning behind that one, but okay. And they don't. But the third one, though, how cops don't drive personal vehicles, I can understand it. I cannot tell you how many cops from different districts, different states or areas, and how I see them just driving around in my area. Like, I live in Maryland. I've seen a whole lot of Virginia cops. I've seen a whole lot of like PG cops up in Waldorf. I've seen a lot of DC Metropolitan Police cops just driving around.
The light.
They covered it up with that stuff. How would they do that?
And what I can kind of figure is that, well, they take the squad car.
Oh no! Why are they killing him? He didn't do anything.
Do not assume. You are seeing the end of a war, boy. You do not know what led to this moment.
But he didn't even defend himself.
That was his choice. We make ours.
Right behind you!
Yeah, it's just a lot of things, I guess, about how cops don't drive personal vehicles. Yeah, I can see them taking the squad car, you know, taking it back home. You know what I mean? I understand as to why they don't. You gotta go home at some point.
The light is near. Look for a way inside.
The cops don't drive personal vehicles. Or at least
Look,
a lot of them
more
don't.
light bridges.
The point I was making. Yeah.
Focus up, boy.
This is how you know I should write my points down. I think I was talking about training. Ooh.
You don't look so great.
You're right, Atreus. I don't look so good.
Father, get up!
Oh, so I guess I can't block those. All of those cops should have been arrested. All of them. Because we have to hold cops responsible for the things that they did. And you know what? The fact that they prepared in advance for the sentencing
You got him up.
just kind of speaks levels as to how they knew how it was going to go. They knew that those cops weren't going to be charged like that. And it just bums me out a bit more. But seeing as to how people again started to protest, they took to the streets. They said this is not right. They did that, and they made their point known. It's just falling upon deaf ears in leadership. Everyone else on the planet knows this. This was wrong, right? This was wrong. They know this. The leadership probably knows it too. And you know what? If they can sit down and say, well, I'm going to do this because for this amount of reasons, then I'm going to let them take that up with God.
restoring all the pathways?
I'm gonna let them take that conversation to the Lord in prayer. Or when it's time for them to go, and God asks them why. Because it's one thing for a man to ask you why. It's another thing for God to ask you why. Because now you can't double speak. You can't ramble on. It's not gonna work. Not with him. The great judge. He that commands all. Or she. I'm gonna figure this out. It's all connected to one branch, right? So if I stand here, I can't get over there, so I'll stand right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was too hard. Maybe we could find the light somewhere else.
No, give me a moment.
So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. If those men end up dead, because it's gonna... My dad taught me the word righteous indignation. And it's not like I haven't heard of the word before. It's just I didn't know the context of it. Righteous indignation. A good reason to have a negative attitude. And I understand it a bit more now. I mean, I do. What's happening to the axe? That's better. I mean, it's... Now all of a sudden, it's not that it's a different situation now. Because it's the same situation. This isn't new. This is not new information. Not at all. This has happened before. This is just the straw that broke the camel's back. And Trump really hasn't made things any better. He hasn't. That woman did nothing wrong.
I don't think we're supposed to be in here.
Quiet.
All Trump really has to do is just put those niggas in prison. Put them in prison, dude. The second you do that, you're gonna get a whole bunch of people's support. In fact, he might even get reelected. If you arrest the people that killed Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, if you arrest all of them, federally speaking, because evidently the states ain't doing much.
When we make it to the light, how do you think we get it into the Bifrost?
The witch said to
Trump
step into it.
came out the cut and said, I do not support what these people did. They will be in prison tomorrow. I'm gonna vote for him. I'm gonna vote for him.
She did?
When she was ripped away from this realm,
Oh, how did I miss that?
you were more concerned with her safety than our goal.
Is... Father!
Quiet! I have him. Your knife boy.
I would vote for him. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Because it's
Close.
what that does is that it kind of shows me that yes, the dude kind of something snapped in his brain. Oh yeah, this was wrong. This, that, and the third, and that would make sense.
Tell me.
That would make perfect sense. It's more than just a stupid phone call. A phone call where the family members feel disrespected.
Sticky.
It's more than just a stupid photo op. You know what I mean?
Another one!
Stay back.
The light!
Yes, we are near our goal, but we must be careful. Understand?
God,
Now, come on, dude. Be a human being. Freaking Obama. Obama is writing a book and has been more of a president than he has. Ever since Obama decided to actually start talking about Trump.
When it falls, be ready. We will need to move quickly.
He's been more of a president than that fool has been in the last 4 years. Look, it's not hard to be a good person. I mean, sometimes it really is hard. But if Trump didn't tweet at all, this country would be in a lot better place.
Here they come. Stay behind me and protect our flank.
Yes, sir!
Give him the experience.
There's so many!
Ooh, I never saw that move before, alright.
Keep shooting, boy. I will clear our path.
Okay!
I can't see.
Shorten the time between your volleys.
What happened to Hunter's down the speed?
There are many targets. You will not miss.
He's right. I love that move.
A narrow path negates superior numbers. Stay focused.
Do it.
Boy. Are you injured?
I'm fine. Wow. It's beautiful. The light. It's making the whole temple reappear. It's the source of all of it. Wait. It's singing. I hear her! I told you I heard her! Do you think she's in there? Ah! Ah! Ugh. That really hurt. I felt like my hand was on fire.
Stay here.
But I want to go...
Stay here. Only use it as a last resort.
You're giving me your axe?
I'm letting you hold my axe. It is not a gift.
Still.
What is this? Faye?
You have to come back. You left me here alone.
Atreus?
Alone with him. He always leaves. He's never here. Doesn't want me and he never will. know him and he doesn't know me. Doesn't seem to want to. I'm strong. I'm smart. I'm not what he thinks I am. I know better. He doesn't talk to me. Doesn't teach me. It should have been him. Do you hear me? Him, not you.
No, he's right. It probably should have been Kratos to die. Oh man, imagine the game that would have been.
Except... I don't mean that. You know I love him. I just wish he was better. I know he can be. So if he tries, I'll try. But if he doesn't, please come back. I know you're out there somewhere.
Like, really, think about the game that would have been. You know what I mean? And how Faye and Atreus would have probably been speaking about Kratos. About how, like, Faye... Damn, that would have been an amazing game. I can't even think about it. But this is ultimately, you know what I mean, this is the best result, I feel like.
Hey. Wait. Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited and I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So I pulled you out!
Boy, I was gone only... moments.
No! You've been gone a long, long time! I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
We should go before they come back. I hope you got what you needed.
Damn.
Yes.
Look! There's our exit. But there's no light to make a bridge. We're trapped. And the witch's bowstring is useless.
Boy, your bow. Hold it out. On my mark, loose your arrow into the stone.
It worked.
We can now make our way back. Come.
He said, Leosa!
My arrow can't get through all that stuff covering it.
I'm actually really impressed with the amount of work that Atreus done put in right here. Like, man, that must have been one hell of a fight. I've always worked on the way of thinking. This is something that I kind of got up to believe in when I was in ROTC. Don't come for your boss unless you want to do their job. You know what I mean? It's always been the thing, because how can you criticize someone but not want to put yourself in their position? And I feel like that's a really outgoing way of thinking about certain situations. Don't judge your manager unless you want to take his job. Don't, unless you know for a fact that you can do his job better than he can. Don't come for your manager. Right? You can criticize your manager all you want, but don't feel like you don't deserve to be in this position unless you know for a fact that you can do a better job. You know what I mean? Because as platoon leader, you know what I mean, this dude came for me, and I was like, and I was working on something. He was always one of those I would ask, yo, why do I have to pull security this? Why do I have to do that? You know, very basic stuff. Why do we have to walk in a wedge? I don't feel like walking in a wedge. Look, man. If we don't walk in a wedge, and we all get lined up and all close together, the only thing that the enemy needs to do in order to take all of us out is throw a grenade. And grenades have about a 5-meter kill radius and a 10-meter injure radius. Which means that if you're carrying all this gear on your back, right? You're carrying all this gear, it's not like you're gonna be able to drop your stuff and get out of there in like 5 seconds. Because if the enemy is smart, he'll pull the pin and cook the grenade a little bit before he throws it. Meaning that as soon as it hits the ground, it's probably gonna explode. The enemy is smart like that. You wanna know why we know the enemy is smart like that? It's because we've done it. Freaking, I was trained on it. I've cooked a grenade before. I pulled the pin, I held it for like 3 seconds, and then I threw it. And as soon as it hit the ground, it went boom! I felt the ground shake. So look, the leader typically knows why he's going through things. You know what I mean? Wanna know why I come for Trump? Why I come for a bunch of cops? It's because I know for a fact that I can maybe, given the amount of training and the effort that I'm willing to put into it, especially right now, I can do their job. And I'm willing to do their job. I'm willing to do it right now. I am willing to train for it. I'm willing to do it. Because one thing, and this is, if you've seen me play Modern Warfare, the story mode, like, I hesitate before every shot. Because in basic training, they trained us that you make sure you have positive identification on what you're shooting at, on who you're shooting at, before you pull that trigger. Make sure there's nothing behind the target that you don't want to hit. So if you're aiming at an enemy and the enemy's standing in front of a civilian, you better not fire. You better not shoot. You better have some pretty amazing aim, or you better not fire. If you do fire and that civilian dies, that's on you. And I don't know how you're going to be able to sleep at night with that. Like that. There's a civilian casualty ranking in Modern Warfare, right? And my favorite mission would have to be when you play as that black special operations officer, right? Stepping out of the vehicle, right? And a bunch of like military-aged males, they step out of the vehicle, and your people, you and your team is like interrogated the dudes. Get on the ground now, this, that, and the third. And if you shoot during that entire exchange, you'll fail the mission. You know what I mean? Because you didn't follow the rules of engagement. Rules of engagement is that you have to be shot at first. You know what I mean? Or they have to show some type of weapon. If you fire at that moment, you don't know what's in the back of that truck. It could be just oil cans or like some gas, but you don't know that for a fact. What it looked like, what it was a dirty bomb that they had in the truck, but you don't know that. And the fact that you don't know that does not authorize you to fire. That's why if you fire a second earlier, you'll fail the mission. Right? And I don't know why, but I adore that part of the game. You know what I mean? All of the parts where you're conducting a raid on the house, where terrorists are like, you got the night vision goggles on. It's really nice stuff, but instead of going in blindly and shooting everyone in the building, you know what I mean? There's civilians in there, civilians with children, civilians that is just over there. You know what I mean? They just so happen to be in the same building that these terrorists are. You know what I mean? And maybe that's a real world situation. I haven't had covert ops training like that. Right? But look, man, if I play video games and I know more about the rules of engagement than any cop does. I know, do not pull your gun out because that's a lethal means of dealing with someone. You do not pull out your gun, and you do not fire unless the suspect that you're dealing with, is presenting a real, deadly threat. If this dude is just running around with his hands or running from you, then you better get up off your fat ass and start running after him. You don't pull out your gun. What? He was running. Pow, 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 pow. What? Dude, excuse me? That's ridiculous to me. I can't fathom that. So whenever I see videos of like black people running away from officers, right? And the cop pulls out his gun, not a taser, a gun. He pulls out his gun and starts firing into this dude's back. I look at the cop like, what the fuck is your problem? He's running. He's not killing anyone. Oh, what's he? What is he, a deadly threat to your pride? Run after him! I'm gonna freeze him. Kick him into the wall. I want to shatter him into a million pieces. Come on. Be better. If you're gonna issue a no-knock warrant as a judge, then the cop should give you probable cause for it. There should be like some real messed up dudes on the other side of that door. But no, this cop wasn't. They just wow. Okay, I'm gonna let it drop in a minute. I just have a few more things to say.
Boy, over here.
Man. That's my 2 cents.
You gonna carry that everywhere?
I just might.
Atreus, buddy, I get it. You're upset with
The
me.
blue door, that's not a door.
And a sand bowl.
But how do you expect me to reach it?
We're gonna figure that out, kid. Atreus is sick of your shit, Kratos. Oops, okay. Shoot it! You missed! Oh no, he got it. Cool. So, I guess, the question is now, well, what do you propose that we do? You know what I mean? If we cannot fix this situation, then what do we do about it, Inkum 13? Tell us with your old wise ways. I got the perfect solution, alright? And it's a few steps.
Maybe instead of looting a sacred temple, we could just get out of here?
If
Come
I
on,
want
kid.
your opinion, boy, I will ask for it.
Alright, I got the perfect solution for these cases, alright? But it's gonna take a little bit more work than just signing a piece of paper. First, there needs to be laws and federal, what was it? There needs to be laws and federal accountability for, cops. There needs to be a way in which we judge police officers. There does. You know what I mean? Every cop needs to justify every shot fired. And this is normal. This is what it is. We're just having problems enforcing it. Right? Right? If a cop is to unjustly kill a civilian, then the cop is to be tried for murder. Tried for murder. Whether it be negligence in a professional setting or just negligence, period. Okay, I need to be quicker. Thirdly, cops need to be retrained for a modern and broader setting. You know what I mean? While we do that, the military doesn't do it. Yes, they do. Alright? For example, my basic training was a lot different than a whole lot of other people's basic training. Alright? Back in the day, drill sergeants were allowed to lay hands on you. Back in the day, drill sergeants could kick you in your chest whenever they felt like it. Alright? Y'all remember Full Metal Jacket? Imagine that. I need to be quicker. So, I have Realm Shift. Hold up. I just gotta equip this right quick. I gotta go to sockets. I'm gonna get rid of these two. Okay. Maybe this will work. I don't know. Oh, dude. Did I do it? No. Maybe I can do it this way. I do it? No. Damn it. Maybe I can... Alright, I got it. Let's unsocket this. I gotta wait for it to finish on the cooldown. Oh, it looks like I just unlocked these. Okay, that's cool. Okay. What was I doing up here? I was just looting the sacred temple, right? Atreus. Excuse me. Alright. That's my plan. Alright? Hold cops responsible. Put laws in place that hold cops responsible. Have federal jurisdiction over
You can
how...
reach the bowl now.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, hold federal jurisdiction over how these cases are going to be monitored, because it's evident that common law and state level judges can't be trusted with this situation, which is why it's going to be up to the federal court, not the Supreme Court, but the district attorney's office and all that.
Anytime you're ready.
All right.
What does this mean?
Seed.
Remember the shape.
Yeah, I know.
So, along
Go
with
ahead.
that,
Greatest man or tallest tree begins as any more than me. Yeah, it's Seed. Stupid rails. So, it's a door after all.
we do this, and you won't have to pay any other families $12 million ever again.
Great. The one with the horns is back. What does he want now?
Shoot him.
I hate that guy.
So do I.
He will be back.
It looks like the Dark Elves lost the war.
No, the boat isn't here. It's still back at the other side of the lake.
Then we go back the way we came. The lift.
Will it solve all
You really
the
gotta
problems
go back down
instantly?
here again?
No.
Do you see any other way?
No.
Then,
I don't. This is the solution I propose is not going to fix the problem instantly, but it's a really nice start. All right. And at this point, I trust the federal government court a lot more than I trust any other institution out here, whether it be the common laws case for common judges and state level judges. I don't trust them anymore. I've lost respect for them. You know what I mean? And I understand that it's not fair to just judge every courthouse like it's the same, but they really have yet to impress me. All of those cops involved in that case should have been indicted. All of them. And the fact that they
There isn't a
weren't
way
just
back
kind of
up from
proves
here.
how,
I know.
just kind of proves just how little they care. And we can't afford that. Not now. Not ever.
Great. Now I can barely see.
There's light. Make do.
Bring it back! Tell me when!
Well, that's insulting. Let me get my thing back. Ooh. It's looking cool down. Strength and vitality. And this is just strength. I'll take it. You were runic. Sorry. Let me just take a look at all the things I've got right now. Just barely. Ain't a lot more runic. That's a nice move. Ah, dang! Boy.
Great. Now I can barely see.
There's light. Make do.
if you would hold the light up so I can see where I'm shooting.
Use your ears. Adapt.
I am.
Yeah, because you're kind of asking for a lot with that, Atreus. Like, I get it. It's hard to see, but like, dude, I'm doing majority of the work here, dog. You are very important. You are extremely important, and I don't know where I'd be without you. But dude, I'm fighting the good fight. I'm out here too. I'll be right back. The sound he made when he cracked up against the wall, he was like... This dude didn't take a lot of damage. Take that.
Where you going? Plan on carrying the crystal everywhere like the last one?
You know,
If need be.
Like the last one, we wouldn't have made it out of there if I didn't carry that crystal. So, chill out, dude. Evidently, I know what I'm doing. Calm down. You can be mad, but be silent. Jesus.
Boy, shoot.
You know how it works.
I know how it works. Then shoot it. Because you're about to shoot it again. Backwards B, 3, F. Alright, backwards B, 3, F, and that. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, that was it. Backwards B. Oh no, that was it. Go back, go back. Then you need to be the backwards B. Damn it. I got this, I can do it. Backwards B. This is 3? Oh no, that's F. This is 3. Then you're F. I'll take it.
standing here a while.
Give me a second. Man, how long have I been here?
Finally, we can use the same sandbowl that brought us down the first time. I want to get out of here.
I'm done. It does so much damage. I hate it when he dodges and he leaves behind these little things on the ground, these mines. Ugh. Need to be more careful. And actually press L1 and circle every now and then. Jesus, dude. Don't worry, I got it. Every time he jumps up in the air like that, I'm just gonna press back, and I'm gonna face him. Because he's always gonna like appear behind me whenever he jumps up like that. I should have backed up. I went forward. That's okay. We're getting close though. We are like really close. This next one I got him. I got him definitely this time. I just gotta come. I gotta continue overwhelming him. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Did you shoot me? Alright. This time. This time I got it. Definitely this time I got it. If I can't see, I'll just make it impossible to miss. What hit me? There's stone back here. Axe!
No, that can't be.
What did it say?
That we made a grave mistake. Did we help the wrong side?
Let
me guess. You're gonna be smug and say you told me we shouldn't get involved.
That is enough.
Can we...
Do you remember the answer?
Yeah.
Boy, read this. Boy, what's that say?
Only time you want to talk to me is when you need
Do you want to tell me something?
I said, the only time you care to talk to me is when you need me to translate for you. If Mom was
If
here...
your mother was still alive, we would not be here at all. Atreus.
Forget it.
Fine.
This is a really beautiful place. Now I know you two aren't talking, but there are some realm tiers you gotta take care of here. Realm terrors, excuse me. My accent is showing. It's probably gonna be a rough fight. We fight, boy. Poor guy didn't even see us coming. Gotcha. Whew! That was rough. Good job, boy. You could always use the money. Give me the slap slag. Give me the scap slag. Or something amazing. Aww. What is that sound coming from over there? Is that the light? That's some loud light. I still hear it. Maybe it's because I'm wearing the headphones, but it's loud to me. If I can hear it, then you guys should be able to hear it too. Or I remember not being able to do that. Because I played this game on hard, and you don't start off with the Blades of Chaos. So you're not able to deal with those monsters like that. And then these guys would always kill me in like 2 hits. Easy! Yes, sir. I'll take that. Is one of Odin's ravens are here? Odin has like 2 ravens. I believe they're called Thought and Memory. Or Odin, is it Hyogen and Munin? Those are like cool names for ravens. And then he has a horse he calls the Gallows. Now that's an awesome name. I hear you. There you are. Now maybe I can find the source of that sound somewhere. Is it here? Oh. There's a Valkyrie here. Alright, we're almost done here, 'cause I think there's one more that we need to grab. One more Realm Tear. I believe it's all the way over there. Nah, get up. Come on, man. Can't open it. Or it did open. Okay, cool. It didn't stay open though. That's okay. Let me... I love that move. It's a pretty ominous sound. Let's see. That's 1. There we go.
Nice job!
Thank you. I heard something. Okay, that was just nature. I thought it was a raven. So let me get this straight. I'm gonna hit this one first. Pull the lever. Huh. Maybe... Is there a way through over here? No. Sheesh. Let me... Man, what am I supposed to do? Okay, there's a way to do this.
Huh?
I probably have to find a way to do it from the outside. But that's what I'll do. How do I get up there? I hear it. It's loud. I can hear that mess. I don't like it. See, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. Why is that thing so loud? It's like it's breathing into my ears. Is it the Realm Tear? Jeez. Alright, maybe it's not from the outside, but... That's gotta be the Realm Tear. I hear it making noise. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Well, ain't that something? Okay, how about this? Got it, finally. No, don't fall! I wanted to pick up the thing. Oh, well. Kratos. What was over here anyway? This. More puzzles. Yay. Hell. I got it. Okay. What? I'm certain that okay, you know what? Because I'm starting to get a little frustrated. This is a pretty slow part of the game. Alright. So I need it lined up kind of like that. Right? So... They should at least be spinning for a minute, dude. Not for like a couple seconds.
Huh?
Got it. Now don't crash. I don't feel like doing this again. Oh. Amulet of Kevazar. Cool. Go away! Don't feel like dealing with you. Now, Kratos, this time don't jump down the thing. Not yet. There's a thing right here I want to pick up. This. The cipher. Or spoil of war, whatever. Sorry, I ran into you. talismans are amazing. It's like when I got hit, it triggered a realm shift. Dust of Realms. And some Scap Slag. And I think that's it. Artifacts found, undiscovered. Realm Tear encounters. Yep, all the Realm Tears are done. Let's leave. I was talking about earlier how if Kratos was the one that had died earlier in Faye, and this game was about the story of, you know, Faye and Atreus instead of Kratos and Atreus, like the audience, or at least someone like me, wouldn't know like it was Kratos that was the husband. They'd probably be talking about how he was such a family guy and all like that. And the audience would probably be like, hey, yo, that, no way that's Kratos. That's not Kratos at all. Nuh-uh.
So? Was she in the light?
Who?
You know.
Oh, she was not there.
Not like you would even care if she was.
Mind your tongue, boy! Until our journey is over, one of us must remain focused. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Mourn how you wish. Leave me to my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No. Why would you? You do not know my ways. I know it has not been easy. In the light, I felt only moments pass. If that is of some comfort to you.
That's good to know. Really? So, should we go back to Midgard? Face the Black Breath? Or do you think there's more to see in this realm?
I can still hear it. It's still breathing. I don't know what it is. It's probably just the light of Alfheim.
Brok and Sindri made Mom the axe just to help her survive?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
You're back. I see you've been busy.
How observant.
I am known for my attention to detail. You boys look like you're gearing up for quite the journey.
I can still hear it, and it's bugging me.
There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well, it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me. Oh, I could use it. I'd advise caution if you're heading to the storeroom. Last I was there, all manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh, no. No, not at all. He's dead. I think.
Oh, sorry.
No, no need to be sorry. These things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts that don't belong to you.
I want it, but I'm scared that if I get it, I'm gonna get something stronger, and I don't want to use my pieces, the valuable scrap slag that I have, on something that I'm gonna not use, further down the line. So let me just look up God of War right quick. Exile set, legendary, epic. Royal Dwarven armor. There's not a lot of information on the God of War. It's only... Here it is. The God of War set is a perfect set of armor only available in God of War's New Game Plus. Piece of armor has 3 enchantment sockets. Big Splash, Sea Change, and Cry Haddock. Is that... Yeah. Yeah. Having this armor available first when starting New Game Plus must have been a joke from the developers. The armor set is a callback to God of War bonus costume from God of War 2. But is it stronger than anything else in the game? Like, I get it. I'm gonna eventually... Ares armor set and the God of War armor set. That's from a different game. No, it's not from this one. Combined with the highest rated enchantments are perfect, but the armor that has the best stats alone is either the Valkyrie armor, the Tyr armor, or Ivaldi's Deadly Mist armor. If you can use Zeus, it's the best. Otherwise, it's Sindri, chest, plus Valkyrie armor, yada yada yada. So that's what we're looking at right now. Valkyrie is kind of set at the best, but I don't see a lot of information on the God of War armor. So let's see. Zeus armor. That's something I've never seen. At least not in this game. So right now, why not? Let's do it.
I think that's a keeper.
I'm not going to equip it yet because it needs to be upgraded. I'm going to be out of scap slag by the time I finish this. I'm going to do it.
Who's tight? Who knew?
I need at least a few more scap slag and a bunch more hack silver. So for now, convert this. And then we move on.
Happy to provide.
Father, I have a question.
What's up?
All those voices in my head. Well, this wasn't the first time. Back when we met Brock, his animal warned me about something hiding in the trees. That's why she didn't want to cross.
She told you.
Well, I could just feel what she was feeling, what she was afraid of.
It happens again. You tell me. Understand?
I promise.
I don't see as to why he'd be in trouble for that. I mean, shoot. He can hear voices. Kid's a schizophrenic. What are you gonna do? Beat the voices out of him? Sheesh, he's a god, Kratos. I almost forgot to buy a resurrection stone. No one's here. Okay, that's fine.
We have the light. To Midgard.
Is it? It's what? It's not Alfheim because what realm is that's Helheim? That's Vartalheim. Asgard. That's what I was thinking about. Man, I forgot the the realm in which Odin resides in. It's Asgard.
It's crazy to think that all the realms exist in the same space, one on top of the other. It's like this room lets us travel without moving.
This is my favorite part of the game. My absolute favorite part of the game.
Rock! We just came back from another realm. And we met your brother. Wait, not in that order.
Did you let that seed saw put hand to your blade? Hmm? You do know he lost his talent, right? Just up and left him one day. Tried taking me down with him. Did he botch up on her girl?
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, even a blind pig farts up a truffle now and again. But you know what really counts? Consistency. And I got that coming out of all of my parts.
What did you do?
It's better.
It's better.
Good. Now...
If this axe doesn't say 7, it's not better, Brock, it's the same. Okay. Let me unsocket all this. Put this up against you. Huh. It's the cooldown. I'll keep this around for a bit longer, only because I'm used to it. But yeah. What the hell?
When you're done gawking, I got a favor to ask.
What is it, dwarf?
There's this alchemist on Vari. Been working out in the Velander mines. Haven't heard from him in maybe, I don't know, 100 winters or so. Probably dead, but maybe you can find him. He's dwarfing like me. Wears a fancy green ring. Owes me a favor. You look?
If it is on our path.
Oh, I see how it is. Not a something-for-nothing type, are you? Fine. If you find Donvari, I'll make him whip you up something special. This entry stone here ought to get you inside those mines.
Okay.
I need that alchemist for something I'm stewing up for you. If you're smart, you'll find him.
I feel like out of the other dwarves, Brock is probably, or between Brock and Sindri, Brock is probably the only guy that Kratos really respects. Because he'd be disrespecting the mess out of Sindri.
Back to the Black Breath.
Of course. We need to walk across the bridge to the Vanaheim Tower. Are we going to the Black Breath? Or exploring? Your choice.
Yeah. Right now, I choose to continue this later. Told myself I wasn't going to kill another animal in this game unless I had to. So, with all that, thank you all for watching. And, yeah, see y'all later.